people didn't know. Today we shall be talking about the second best season of Chapter 1, Season 7, and why it's much better than people probably do remember. So, let's get right into the video. To begin with, we have the fact that Season 7 brought in the first flying vehicle. Beforehand, we could fly, but not properly. You see, we had to use the Quad Crasher, which, no, let's be honest, that was mostly unintended from Epic. But now, because of the plane, we have Aerial, we had the chopper, UFOs. They could all come into existence later on. So yeah, be thankful that the planes did exist back then, because we may not have had flying vehicles otherwise. And yeah, we don't know for a fact that without the Stormwing we wouldn't have had the UFOs and all that. But it's pretty likely that without the planes, they just wouldn't have thought about flying vehicles as much, and they wouldn't have had like the coding necessary for it. But because of the planes, the first flying vehicle, Epic and one knew how to manage it because they had already managed a flying vehicle. Not good. They were OP at some points, but they did make a flying vehicle that it was actually not too bad. And yeah, because of that, you should be thankful for the Stormwing, which yeah, it also wasn't a bad vehicle at all. You could hold 5 people for a first squad, which was pretty good. And also you could fight, you could have everyone shooting, something that not many other vehicles have. Like boats had that, boats and UFOs really, but like yeah. But apart from them, there wasn't really a way to have the driver shooting, which was a very big detriment to most of the vehicles. So yeah, the Stormwind was just good in general. Another reason that Season 7 was good because it was the first time we saw the overtime challenges, which brought out new styles for skins in the Battle Pass, which we may have not seen otherwise. Which, yeah, it did extend the season, but in turn for extending the season, we got cool styles, such as we would never have, like, stop. Like, we had the tribal paint style, we had the powder, snowy style, yeah. We also had the onesie and the just like plain old onesie style, not the Durburger style, which is probably a big reason why that skin was somewhat popular. Yeah, the skin was somewhat popular, and yeah, it was it's probably due to like, the extra style, because you gotta think Durburger was frozen over, and in fact it was a terrible time to add in the onesie skin when the goddamn POI, which had the Durburger, the thing that the onesie skin was based off of, was currently under the ice. So yeah, without the extra style due to the overtime challenges, we probably wouldn't have that skin probably wouldn't have taken off and then like a percentage better than it did. But yeah, the overtime challenges also brought in something else. It brought in the the free battle pass of season 8, the only time where we've ever been given a free battle pass. That was a big step in for free to play players who could complete them challenges and in fact have every battle pass afterwards and extra V-Bucks. With that, Epic made free to play players own many more skins. Free to play was more like cheesing the battle pass. But yeah, that's the thing. Like the overtime challenges were an amazing addition. It's unfortunate that they're gone now. And you want to know which season got rid of them? Season 2. But we don't need to talk about season 2 in this video. This video is not about season 2, yeah? Yeah. But yeah. Apart from that, apart from that point there, let's get right on to the next reason that Season 7 was pretty good. The final thing that we're going to mention for this video, just because, like, yeah, there's quite a few good things, such as, like, some of the Battle Pass skins, like, story, elements, but yeah. But let's go over the POIs that were actually brought to us. Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, and Frosty Flight. Frosty Flight, it was pretty good. It had zip lines, which were an amazing feature of Season 7. So good that they're still in game today. Like nearly 3 years later or something like that. So yeah, it was a pretty good addition. But also, that it we had like the planes. It had ballers in season 8. It was just a good POI for movement, and it was especially good because it was in the corner of the map, and it needed the movement. But then also we had Polar Peak, which was just an amazing place to drop. We had you can go watch the Loot the Notable video on his 100 drops there. Like, he showed how good it was. He showed the power of Polar Peak, and yeah, that was it. Had like quite a few chests, and quite a lot of mats and all that. Yeah, so yeah, it was a pretty good drop. And the final thing, and like the third POI, Happy Hamlet, it was a pretty just like casual drop. It was like Sawyer Springs and all that. Pretty decent chest amount and all that. So yeah, like the three POIs actually brought were not bad. Unlike some seasons, which brought in either terrible POIs or just didn't bring a POI. So yeah, uh, that's the end of this video. Subscribe and like the video and uh, that and come back for next time. Goodbye.